An Iraq War veteran is coping with his experience by creating music straight from the heart. Conor Knighton has his story.
On stage, Army veteran Michael Trotter Jr. is fearless. Together, he and his wife Tanya perform as the duo The War and Treaty. But 15 years ago, when Trotter deployed to the war in Iraq, he was understandably terrified.
I was afraid, and I want everybody to know I was afraid because I hoped that fear would say, all right, let's send him back home. The Army's like, you signed up, you're here, let's fight.
Trotter dropped out of high school at 16. At 19, he became a father. He enlisted in the Army as a way to support his daughter.
I thought like, wow, I have really made the mother of all mistakes. Then you meet the boys and the gals, and if you're lucky, you meet your missing family members, and you connect.
One of Trotter's commanding officers, Captain Robert Sheets Jr., could tell that he was struggling. Sheets heard Trotter liked music and suggested that Trotter learn to play a piano that had been discovered in the palace where their unit was based.
And he's like, whenever you're here, on your free time, come here and find home.
Trotter practiced regularly, his thoughts never far from the piano's former owner.
It had been owned by Saddam Hussein. You know, I found it very interesting that I was learning on an instrument owned and touched by such tyrannical hands, and it's now serving me for peaceful healing means.
But peace doesn't last for long in a war zone. On May 30th, 2004, Captain Robert Sheets Jr. was killed by an IED.
I met a soldier off at war, yes. He was far away.
Trotter wrote a song for Captain Sheets' memorial service. When commanding officers saw how the performance inspired, Trotter says, they saw an opportunity.
Though well prepared, he left his home. He knew Martha be afraid. The powers that be decided that is what I would do. I would literally write songs about the fallen for memorials. All he wanted
After almost 2 years in Iraq
was to see his little boy play.
And far too many memorials, Trotter returned home. He continued to write and perform, which is how he met Tanya Blunt at a music festival.
His eye is on the spare.
Tanya Blunt had an early brush with fame. That's her in the film Sister Act 2, performing with Lauryn Hill.
The sparrow.
I kind of just lost the zest for it. And I wanted to be able to give the audience that fire, and I just didn't have it anymore.
But when she met Michael and heard him perform, sparks flew.
What was it about those songs that spoke to you?
They were honest. That's the thing that I love about Michael is that he's honest. That's not something you can make up on stage.
Stay with me, don't leave just yet.
The two started working on songs together, got married, and had a child. But Michael was having trouble adjusting to civilian life.
One 4th of July, he was just up under the bed hearing the fireworks. And I said, what's wrong? He didn't tell me that time, but then it happened again. And I sat him down and I said, whatever's going on, I really want to know.
Tanya insisted that Michael go to a veterans hospital.
They told him that he had PTSD, and we went home and I said, you are a wounded warrior. He was like, well, I'm not wounded. I'm not shot up, I didn't lose a limb. And I said, but that doesn't mean you're not psychologically wounded.
Weeks went by and letters came, but none from Martha's guide.
Tanya encouraged Michael to play her some of the songs that he'd written while he was in Iraq.
Though on her face she wear a smile, inside she would cry.
That was the entry point to Michael allowing me to know what was going on through the songwriting. So I started to hear the songs and listen to the lyrics, and it was letting me in without him sitting me down to say, this is what happened. Yeah.
Would you be a part of the healing tide of the healing tide of
In August, The War and Treaty released their debut album, Healing Tide. Greg Kusel traveled to Nashville to hear his old Army buddy perform. The last time these two men saw each other, they were bunkmates in Ramadi, Iraq.
I just have such a positive impression of Michael. And I just remember his singing and thinking, wow, I really hope that he continues on with that.
Most of the War and Treaty songs aren't memorials, although in a way, you could argue they all are.
On my back sits the spirits of those fallen boys and girls. And they're cheering it. Go, Trotter, go, go.
Yeah.
I feel it.